The mugshot has breathed new life into the Trump campaign and broadened his appeal to Black Americans. Today, my garbage man told me he's buying mugshot t-shirts for everyone he knows this Christmas. The mugshot's up on the side of buildings in the inner city.
Jesse Watters is serving Fox News viewers exactly what they want to hear on a silver platter, and they're eating it up.
And there's a new forgotten man, the black man. Democrats have forgotten about him. The media and the professional class are so fixated with smearing and disqualifying one man that they've forgotten that the Democratic Party should be fixated on fixing problems. Black Americans throughout our history have felt unfairly victimized by the system. Historically, there's some truth to that. The mugshot unintentionally created a bond between Donald Trump and Black Americans.
Jesse Watters' analysis about how Donald Trump's mugshot is going to help his campaign get support from Black voters is dripping in racism, and he's using these tired and played out stereotypes and tropes about Black people. The implication is that Black people are all criminals because we have all these mugshots, right? We're up to no good, we're always breaking the law, and so on and so forth. And the wording is intentional. The whole bond thing, created a bond that can never be broken, that has links to slavery. Because remember, enslaved Africans in America were held in bondage by their white masters. And it's all done to dehumanize my people and perpetuate white supremacy. And while Jesse Watters' racism will always have a home on Fox News, these values and beliefs extend to the fringes, and eventually they make their way to the mainstream.
But Black Americans used to view it as white black, and Donald Trump opened their eyes to it's really about the corrupt and the people who they don't want to be involved. It's about the people pulling the strings. It's about the haves and the have-nots as far as power, not just money.
Both Crowder and Watters believe that Black Americans had no idea about the root cause of their own oppression. And it was only until Donald Trump came onto the scene and showed them the light and opened their eyes to how they were victims of the justice system. That right there is another sign of what they think of us. They think we're dumb. They think we have no brain cells. Like, yeah, a white man had to show you the light, had to give you the gospel. Just absurd, to say the least.
And so now they've transitioned from the system is corrupt from, against Black people by white, but they're seeing one of the most powerful white men in the world go through the same kind of that their buddy did or their cousin who was selling weed on the corner. And they go, maybe it's not a black-white thing. Maybe we can link arms with other white people, Asian people who've been gamed by the system. Yeah. Those are the kinds of inroads that are being made. I think that if Donald Trump is a nominee, he is going to receive a record number of Black votes.
No, Donald Trump is not going to get a record number of Black voters, and hell, he may not even be on the ballot for that to happen, because depending on how this case goes, he could be disqualified from running for president. And the only Black people who are going to vote for Donald Trump, to put it nicely, are lost souls. They have a lot of self-hate, and or they just have no problem upholding the white supremacist system, because in some ways it'll benefit them, even though they're still going to be seen as less than white people by Trump's base. But the narrative that Watters and Crowder and so many other people who think like them are putting out there is to keep Trump voters happy by keeping them angry and defending the innocence of Trump with a bogus argument of free speech, tying in white supremacist talking points, which is red meat for his base, and it helps solidify the lie. Let me say that again. It helps solidify the lie that Trump is a victim of the system, the same way racial minorities have been victims of the system for centuries.